Alex had a strange problem. He earned more money than he did 3 years ago, but somehow he never felt richer. Every month his salary arrived, and every month it disappeared. Not all at once, not because of one huge mistake. It disappeared in small pieces. A coffee he did not plan to buy, a new shirt because it was on sale, a food delivery because cooking felt inconvenient, a subscription he barely used, a phone upgrade even though his old phone worked perfectly well. Each purchase seemed harmless. $10 here, $20 there, $50 somewhere else. But at the end of the month, Alex would look at his bank balance and wonder, where did all my money go? One Saturday afternoon, Alex walked through a shopping center. He had no shopping list. He did not need anything. He was simply passing time. Then he saw a sign. Today only, 40% off. He stopped. A few minutes earlier, he had no desire to buy anything. Now, he suddenly felt that walking away meant losing money. He entered the store. He found a jacket priced at $120. After the discount, it cost $72. Alex thought, I'm saving $48, so he bought it. But here was the important question. Did Alex save $48, or did he spend $72 that he had never planned to spend? That evening, he opened his closet. Inside were several jackets he rarely wore. The new one joined them. This is where one of the biggest money problems begins. Most people believe spending is a carefully considered decision, but many purchases happen before serious thinking begins. We see something, we feel something, we buy. Then we explain the decision afterward. I deserved it. It was on sale. I might need it later. Everyone has one. It's only $20. The brain is very good at creating reasons after desire has already made the decision. Buying has also become incredibly easy. You can see an advertisement, tap a screen, and complete a purchase within seconds. No physical cash leaves your hand. There may be no moment where you actually feel the loss. That convenience is useful, but it also removes something important: time to think. And when the distance between wanting something and buying it becomes almost zero, spending can become automatic. Alex was not necessarily bad with money. He simply had no pause between desire and action. And without that pause, every small temptation had the power to make decisions for him. A few days later, Alex met his friend Sarah for lunch. Sarah earned roughly the same amount of money as Alex, but she always seemed calm about her finances. She had an emergency fund. She invested every month, and she rarely complained about running out of money. Alex finally asked her, "How do you stop yourself from buying things?" Sarah smiled. "I still buy things. I just try not to buy them immediately." That answer surprised him. She explained that whenever she wanted something that was not essential, she used a simple rule. She waited. For inexpensive purchases, she waited until the next day. For larger purchases, she waited several days. If she still wanted the item after the waiting period, she considered buying it. But something interesting often happened. The desire disappeared.
Alex began to understand the problem. The strongest moment of desire is often the worst moment to make a financial decision. Imagine seeing a new pair of headphones online. Your first thought may be, "I want these." But waiting creates room for better questions. Do I actually need them? What problem do they solve? Do I already own something that works? Would I still buy them without the discount? What else could I do with this money? These questions move the decision from emotion to intention. Alex decided to test Sarah's method. The next week, he saw a smartwatch for $250. He immediately wanted it. The advertisement showed people exercising, traveling, and living productive lives. For a moment, buying the watch felt like buying a better version of himself. But instead of ordering it, he saved the product page and waited. The next morning, he still liked it. 2 days later, he cared less. 5 days later, he realized that his current watch already did everything he needed. He kept the $250. That single decision taught him something important. Not spending money can feel invisible. There is no package arriving at your door, no excitement from opening a box. No one congratulates you for keeping money in your bank account. But money you do not spend can become something much more valuable. It can become savings, investments, an emergency fund, freedom to leave a stressful job, money for education, money for travel, money for your future. Every purchase has 2 prices. The first price is printed on the label. The second price is what that money could have become if you had used it differently. This does not mean you should never enjoy your money. Money is also meant to improve your life. The goal is not to become afraid of spending. The goal is to make sure your spending reflects what you truly value.
Alex started using 5 simple rules. First, he created a pause. Before any unnecessary purchase, he waited. Even a short delay helped break the automatic habit. Second, he stopped asking, "Can I afford this?" Instead, he asked, "Is this worth it?" Those are very different questions. You may technically have enough money to buy something and still decide that it is not worth giving up part of your future for it. Third, Alex began shopping with a purpose. When he went to a store, he carried a list. When he opened a shopping app, he knew what he was looking for. Browsing without a purpose had often turned entertainment into spending. Fourth, he removed some temptation. He unsubscribed from promotional emails. He turned off shopping notifications. He removed stored payment details from a few websites. These small changes added friction, and sometimes friction is useful. If buying something takes 30 seconds longer, those 30 seconds may be enough for your rational mind to return. Fifth, Alex paid himself first. On payday, part of his income automatically moved into savings and investments. He no longer waited to see what money remained at the end of the month. He decided what to save before deciding what to spend. After several months, Alex did not become wealthy overnight. There was no miracle. His salary did not suddenly double.
He simply became more intentional, and his bank balance started telling a different story. The biggest change was not the amount of money he had. It was the feeling that he was finally making the decisions, not advertisements, not discounts, not social pressure, not boredom. Him. So, here is the quick review. Most unnecessary spending begins with emotion and speed. The faster the purchase, the less time we have to question it. Creating a pause can weaken impulse. Ask whether the purchase is truly worth it, not only whether you can afford it. Reduce unnecessary temptation, and move money toward savings or investments before spending has a chance to claim it. The next time you want to buy something unexpectedly, try one simple question. If I wait until tomorrow, will I still want this? You may be surprised by the answer. And every time you choose intentionally instead of automatically, you strengthen one of the most valuable financial habits you can build. If this story helped you think differently about money, subscribe to WealthMindee. Here we make money simple, practical, and easier to understand. Because building wealth often begins long before you earn more. It begins when you learn to think before you spend.